Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. At first glance, it sounds like a simple moral instruction, but when you sit with it, there's something more layered beneath the surface. It's a statement about how forces work on us and how we, in turn, act upon the world. It's a compact formulation of agency, resistance, and transformation. So let's explore what this verse actually does, rather than just what it says. We'll break this down not into disconnected parts, but into a sequence of thought, almost like following the movement of an idea through different stages. First, the concept of being overcome by evil. To be overcome is to be subdued, altered, even defined by something that is outside of you. If evil overcomes you, the implication is that you are no longer acting freely. You're reacting. You're caught in a pattern that evil has introduced, perhaps hatred, revenge, fear, apathy, or cruelty. So the first part of the verse tells us, do not become what evil would make you. Don't let it set the terms. It doesn't mean evil has disappeared or that you won't be affected by it. It means you're being warned not to let evil dominate your response. It's a warning against imitation of the very thing you're confronted with. This is not passive advice. It's not saying hide from evil or do nothing. It is a caution against a kind of internal transformation where your sense of self is reshaped by the harm done to you. That happens all the time in subtle and obvious ways. Someone wrongs us, and our first instinct is often to retaliate in kind. The verse identifies that very instinct as the danger. Now the second part, but overcome evil with good. This part reverses the direction of power. Instead of evil acting upon you, you're now being called to act upon evil, and not by matching it, but by opposing it with its opposite, good. This is not simply a moral gesture, it's a structural move, it's a redirection of the entire pattern. Evil is typically cyclical, it provokes more of itself. One insult invites another, one injustice leads to another. Evil replicates through reaction. What this verse proposes is that you interrupt the cycle, not by stepping out of it, but by entering it with a different substance. To overcome evil with good is to take that very place where harm is occurring and insert something contrary, not just abstaining from retaliation, but replacing it. It's a principle of reversal, not neutralization, but transformation. In other words, the verse isn't saying don't be bad, it's saying when evil arrives, you have two options. You can let it convert you into more of itself, or you can turn toward it and refuse its logic entirely by acting out something foreign to it, good. What makes this verse powerful is that it doesn't just pit good against evil in a generic struggle, it's doing something much more specific. It outlines a relational logic, an interactive structure where the moral identity of the person is not isolated but forged in the dynamic between what's done to them and how they respond. It assumes something quite bold, that goodness is not fragile, that it's not naive, that it has a kind of strength capable of resisting transformation by evil and instead carrying enough weight to transform evil in return. It frames evil not as something to be returned in kind, but as something to be addressed through contrast. In logical terms, not to reduce it but to clarify, it's describing a structure where your response is not dictated by the character of the thing you're facing. Instead, your response is sourced from somewhere else, a principled commitment to good, even when facing evil. At its core, the verse is about control. Who or what defines your actions? If you are overcome by evil, evil is the author of your behavior. If you overcome evil with good, you remain the author of your response. It's a verse about sovereignty of the self, but not in a self-centered way. It's about maintaining moral clarity in a context that's trying to strip it from you. So it's not a gentle moral reminder, it's more like a call to resistance, not resistance through force, but through refusal to be transformed by the very thing you oppose. It's an argument for a certain kind of ethical power that isn't derived from dominance, but from integrity.